Hello, my name's Colette. I'm here to give you a weekly tarot card for week commencing Monday, the 26th of October 2015. Now, if you look at this Rorig card, it's called the Ten of Wands and it looks quite negative in a way. It's actually called oppression at the top, but it does have a really good side, and in more of the traditional decks they bring out the positivity of it. And I do think that there is the sense of things that you can see in this card. The wee man standing in there and he's got a big block round about him and the wands are coming towards him. So it does look as though he's protected in some way, but what's he protected from? It's a hard card to explain if there aren't other cards round about it, but more than likely it comes out in spreads about career and about people, the way people are living their lives. And the Ten of Wands is a card that says that you have got to a stage in career or job or your lifestyle and you're living it. You've got a good reputation, you're doing well, you're very much known for being able to do things, to carry loads and go on with things. And normally it's a very, very good card showing a level that's been reached of authority and happiness with that authority, happiness with different levels. But where it can come out very, very negative is if you're a perfectionist and you try to carry on with a level of activity or a level of saying yes to things that really aren't appropriate for either how you're feeling in a health way or the other things going on in your life as well. This is the card of a very, very busy person, a person who's always, running about doing the jobs that other people maybe won't do. It's the card of a boss that does the jobs because he doesn't trust anybody else to do it. It's the card of maybe a woman who takes on her family's problems and makes sure that she helps sort them out, but maybe sometimes to the detriment of herself. So there's an element of the card that's saying, you've done well, this is great, we can trust you, we can rely on you, you're not going to drop all these logs. And at that level, it's actually a very, very good card. But the negativity is when the pressure becomes too much. And that's when Rorig brings out that energy that this little Manny here needs to be protected from the ones, the energy coming in at him. But if you look at it, it is. So I tend to use this card as a warning, particularly for myself. As a pharmacist and also a clairvoyant, I get this card out quite a lot and I used to ignore it a bit, but then when I ignored it, I tended to get a flu bug or I fell and hurt myself or something happened that I just felt, I've been stopped in my tracks. So I use it more as a warning when it comes out to say, right, okay, the level that you're working or the level of energy you're putting into your household, your family, your finances, can that be sustained? And that's the question I want you to ask yourself this week. Can you sustain the level of energy or the level of security, the level of things that you're doing? And be very, very honest with yourself, because if you can't, then you have to step back. You have to go into your own cave and protect yourself from all the energy that's coming at you, okay? So here's an example of a very, very good card, particularly to do with career, that actually gives a warning. You know what? Don't be a perfectionist. Don't overdo things and know when to say, do you know what? Enough, I'm going to rest. So that's the basic meaning of the card. If we look at it in career, it can mean that your reputation is doing well, but more is expected of you. You can, if this comes out in a career spread and I'd be reading it, I'd say, you're doing a good job, but the more you do, the more you'll be asked to do. So think of that in career this week. The more you do, the more you'll be asked to do. Okay. If we look at it in health, it's a pressurized card. So I tend to use it for areas of the body that would respond negatively to pressure. And I actually use this as my chest card. It's the card, believe it or not, that I read for asthma, pressure, tension, anxiety attacks. Not like the Ten of Swords, where there's the mental health aspects to it. This is the physical sort of pain of things building up on your chest, and people really do need to cut back when it comes like that. In a relationship, oppression, obsession, it's time to ask yourself, in your relationship, is it time to maybe step back a bit, see where it's going, stop pressurizing yourself maybe to be as good as someone else wants you to be? How about just being yourself this week within a relationship? You're good enough. So don't be pressurized by outside influences, okay? And with wealth, again, it can sometimes mean look after your finances, but don't keep trying to build up that wealth. You've got enough, you're doing fine, don't pressurize yourself, okay? So in a way, it's a good warning card. It lets you know that you've achieved a certain level, but please learn not to pressurize yourself. And remember, particularly at work, the more you do, the more you'll be asked to do with this card. I hope you enjoy your week ahead. Use it as a wee warning, but enjoy it as well. Many blessings.